Hello and welcome. I am Matt Taylor and this is my variety channel. Today I'm going to show you how to fix a leaky tub or shower faucet. And this is the Moen brand or generic brand that's like Moen that has a cartridge in the handle. And so we have to remove that cartridge and replace it. And that will stop the leak. Another way that you can tell that the cartridge is bad is when you pull on the handle, kind of pull out. When you pull on it, it's pretty hard to pull out, and then the water comes on, and then it's pretty hard to push it back in. And when you push it in, it just doesn't shut off the water completely, and there'll be little drips that come out of your faucet. And it's pretty easy to do, so I'll show you how to do that. Let's get started. And there are a few tools and things that you'll need. You'll need a replacement cartridge, and you can get these at Home Depot or Lowe's. At my Home Depot, it was $22 before tax. A crescent wrench or a channel lock wrench. And then you need a Phillips screwdriver. You may need a flathead. You may need some pliers. And then you'll need a cartridge puller. And this at Home Depot was like $13. So those tools aren't that expensive. And once you get the cartridge puller, you'll have it for life and you can reuse it over and over again. If you were to pay a plumber to replace this for you, just replace the cartridge and fix that leak, it could be anywhere from $90 to like $150 for it'll take them probably 15 minutes of work. So every time I've had a professional plumber come and replace mine, it's been about 80 to 100 bucks. And so I'm just going to show you how to do it yourself and you can save a little bit of money. So to begin, what you need to do is make sure to shut off the main water. So shut off your water main. Here we are in the shower, and if you try to pull it, it just comes out. It's just hard to pull. And I turned the main off, so that was just the extra water that was in there. And it's also hard to push in, and it shouldn't be that hard. What we need to do is we need to take this part off, and a lot of times you can just come in there with your fingernails and remove it. You can always come in with a flathead screwdriver and just pry it off if you want. And then we'll take a screwdriver, Phillips, and we'll just come in here and unscrew it. And then we will just take that screw off, and don't lose that screw. Then we can take the knob off. And here we go. We need to take this outer part off. And I put some silicone in there. I was kind of over cautious about water going down in through the gap that's there. But we need to pull this out. And I didn't even need to use a knife. I used two hands and just was able to pull this part off. And there we go. Pretty easy. And here is the cartridge that we need to pull out. And before the cartridge will come out, there's this little flange here that we need to pull, and you probably can't get it with your fingers. You might be able to. And that's where you come in here with some pliers and grab that thing. There it comes. And what that thing does is it prevents the cartridge from blowing out once there's pressure. And don't lose that thing as well. And then you won't be able to just pull this thing out. It's going to be stuck in there. And that's where we use this puller. All right. And to prep this, let's unscrew this all the way out this way. Okay, so it's not on the threads. And then we want to unscrew this screw as well. So let's unscrew the screw. The screw is what's going to go in there inside our cartridge. And then we'll put this right in here so it catches. Put it right in there. So it catches, it should fit in there snugly. And there's going to be a little groove there that you'll be able to fit it around. And then let's screw this on to the cartridge. So now that is attached to the cartridge. And now what we need to do is we need to screw this on. Until it's snug and we can't go anymore with it. Okay, and then what we need to do is we need to use a crescent wrench or use channel pliers, and we need to keep going with it. Okay, and what that's going to do is it's going to pull on that cartridge. Keep pulling, keep cranking on that thing. It shouldn't be very hard. You don't want to like totally force things and break anything. But as you're doing that, it's going to be pulling that cartridge out. And you keep going until there's no more. And sometimes you can, once it's loose enough, you can kind of come in here with your hands and do it the rest of the way even. And you want it to where there's no more. And at this point, just kind of wiggle this thing and pull out the cartridge. Look at that. Awesome. We got the cartridge out. Now you don't need this tool anymore to replace the cartridge. And you'll notice this is a little different style than the one that I bought. The one that I bought is fully brass. This is the 125B, I think, which has the plastic part. It's like $3 cheaper than the brass one. All right, so you'll take your cartridge out of the container here. And one thing you'll notice is in your package, it'll be pre-greased for you, is it'll come with this little tool. And sometimes you can use this to dislodge it. So you may want to try this piece first before buying that puller. But what you'll do is you'll take your cartridge and you want the hole to be facing up, and then you can just push this right in. Like so. And if you need to, you can use this little white guy to help push it in place all the way. Okay? Pretty awesome. And then we need to make sure to replace that little flange thing that we took out. Right in there, it should go in super easy. Boom. And if you look in there really close, you can see what this flange is doing. It goes in front of the rest of that cartridge. You'll need to push this guy all the way down as far as it can go. And it should line up. There's a groove underneath. I don't know if you can see it underneath there. See that little slit? It should line up with that so it can go down. Otherwise, if it gets stuck and it doesn't go all the way down, then this piece won't fit over the top. But we got that down, and we can go all the way in there. Boom, like that. I probably won't even replace that silicone and just leave it. Okay, so there we go. And now we can put this on. And we will replace the screw. The screw is replaced, and I'll put on the cap. And there it is. It is done and complete. And it comes out, pull it out real easy. Goes back in, super easy. Pull it out, pull it in. Pretty awesome. And then we'll just pull on this and turn the water on. Push it back in effortlessly to turn it off. And that is how you fix a leaky faucet, by removing the old cartridge and replacing it with a new one. Also, I want to make sure to mention that when you fix the cartridge, if when you turn it on to hot, it comes out cold, it just means that it was reversed. So pull the cartridge out and turn it around 180 degrees and then push it back in and replace it. And that should fix that problem. It's kind of a 50-50 shot whether you'll get it right the first time or not. It's really easy to do. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm Matt Taylor, and this is my variety channel. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. If you like to cook, make sure to check out my cooking channel, In the Kitchen with Matt. Take care, everyone.